Hey everyone!
Hola a todos.
This is Jahaira.
And this is Stephanie, and welcome to Cuento Crimen podcast.
Y aquí on the Cuento Crimen podcast, we are a true crime podcast and we bring a new case every Wednesday.
Cada miércoles.
And these are cases that don't get much media attention, so chances are you haven't heard of some of these cases.
And we cover these cases in Spanglish.
Así que agarra a tu abuelita, tu abuelito, tu mamá, tu papá, a quien tú gustes, and come join us every Wednesday for a new true crime case. So unfortunately, while we were doing our research, there was very limited information on Monica's case. Créanos, we tried to gather as much information as possible, pero it was very, very difficult with the amount of information that was out there, the amount of articles, interviews, everything. It was all very limited.
Which is why this episode is short. It's unfortunate that we don't have this information.
Yeah.
And it goes to show that, this case wasn't talked about enough, right? Y también los artículos que estaban disponibles casi decían lo mismo. So again, the information was repetitive and very limited.
Pero we're still gonna, share what we researched. So Monica era y todavía es muy querida por su familia y amigos. Ella era muy alegre. Even her nickname was Happy Happy. So that says a lot.
Yeah. I always like learning about nicknames,
right?
And she did embody that nickname. She was always smiling. Siempre estaba con una sonrisa. She was, very happy overall. That was who she was. She had a very optimistic attitude. Y su mamá dice que she was very loving y que siempre estaba puesta para ayudar con lo que se necesitaba.
She was also what you would call it, a people person. A ella le encantaba hacer a los demás reír and just, make sure that everyone was happy.
Life of the party.
Yeah. Y también ella era muy aplicada en la escuela. At the time of her disappearance, she was attending Alpine High School and she was actually an 11th grader.
Her favorite subject was science and she was aiming to attend Harvard University.
Okay, when I read that, I was like, yes, girl, get it.
Ivy League school.
Yes, we love that. And I also love that she knew what she wanted.
Yeah, she was already studying her goals. She was considering becoming a lawyer or maybe working for NASA.
I feel like both would be really badass jobs. It's one or the other. Damn girl, okay.
Yeah.
And Monica tenía sus metas muy claras y todo parecía que iba bien. She was, again, muy aplicada en la escuela. She was happy. She was thriving. Pero en el año 2000, el papá de Monica, Ramón, falleció. He had a very sudden heart attack while he was getting treatment for bone cancer.
That's so sad to hear.
Yeah.
That must be tough, she's only 16 years old and to lose your father at that age is, it must be hard and everybody grieves differently.
Yeah.
So not everyone will grieve the same way. And so she's 16, it's just hard all around.
And I feel also no one ever really is ready for a parent's passing. No matter the age, I feel it's really hard. And by the looks of it, esto le afectó mucho a Monica. Y like we said, it's very normal. Grieving is really hard.
We read that some family members said that after this event, Monica cayó a la depresión.
Y antes de que ella desapareciera, she was actually hospitalized because of her mental health, and she was also dealing with anorexia. And it honestly truly breaks my heart de escuchar tan joven que ella era, and it seems like she was just dealing with so much.
Yeah, she's 16. It's you're growing up. This is such an important age.
Yeah.
It's tricky. You're navigating being a teenager and thinking about your future. It's just that stage, and to be dealing with so much. Es muy importante to always check up on your friends and family. Entonces, después de salir del hospital, Mónica se mudó a vivir con su tía y tío Belma y Bella Baeza.
Y la razón por que Mónica se fue a vivir con ellos era porque Mónica estaba molesta. She was angry, very angry con su mamá durante el tiempo que ella estuvo en el hospital.
We couldn't find out why they were upset with one another, but Monica refused to live with her mother at the time. That's the information that we did gather.
Lo bueno es que parecía que su tía y su tío were good people y eran alguien con quien Mónica se sentía a gusto. She, had a lot of trust in them, and she was happy there. So I think that's important, that she was able to find a place.
Yeah, as long as like she feels comfortable and like, again, she's navigating through so much. So like being comfortable is like really important.
I mean, especially because she's healing. Pero después algo raro pasó. Mónica desapareció. El 1 de octubre, Mónica estaba en casa y como a las 11 de la noche, su primo o prima, not too sure, dicen que la miraron entrar al cuarto and she went to bed.
You know, that seems normal. Like it's 11 at night. Pues es una hora razonable de que alguien se vaya a dormir, you know?
Yeah, like no one says there was anything out of character that day. So entonces, again, yeah, ya se va a dormir and no one thinks anything of it.
Y dicen que como a la 1:30 de la madrugada, Mónica estaba dormida en su cama. And, you know, she was fast asleep, you know, in deep sleep. But then after that, something happened. No one knows how. But Mónica was just gone.
And, you know, a las 6 de la mañana, todos están levantando, you know, they're getting ready to start their day. And so, not too sure who it was, but someone in the family, you know, went to the room just to check on everyone, check on, obviously, Mónica. And that's when they realized that she was gone.
There was no sign of foul play, ni había señas de que alguien había entrado a las fuerzas al cuarto. Pero lo que sí notaron es que una puerta del cuarto estaba sin seguro.
See, inside of Monica's room was a door that led to the outside, which is not super common. But, you know, from time to time, you do see rooms like this. Like, I think I actually had a room me and my sister would share, and they had a door. You open it and, like, led to the driveway. So it's, like, another way to get out. But anyways, this door that could only be unlocked from the inside was found unlocked the night that Monica disappeared.
I'm like thinking back to college. We in the house, we had a room.
Gosh, you're right. Yeah, we did.
That led to the outside.
And that's when Stephanie almost got attacked by a raccoon.
A skunk.
Oh, yes. Why did I say raccoon? A skunk.
And it wasn't just me. It was both of us.
Steph, this is about you, not me. No, just kidding. But yes, we also did have a door that led to the outside.
Yeah. Oh my, that was a funny experience. We ran inside safely and, you know.
Everything was okay.
Yeah, everything's okay, but we did
a little smelly.
Smell.
But it's okay.
But, you know, back to the story, someone had to unlock that door.
Yeah.
Someone from the inside, which, you know, leaves a lot of questions. Like, who was this person that unlocked it? Could it have been Monica herself? Like, did she open that door or leave it open by accident? And
I mean, whatever happened, it happened from the inside. So I think this is like the very confusing part of this case, but que Mónica is missing, but there's no sign of forced entry. And then there's an unlocked door. And it just leaves so many questions.
Yeah. And, you know, en la casa, ahí estaban sus tíos, like Velma y Bella. Dicen que al principio ellos no se preocuparon mucho y pensaron que, you know, quizás Mónica había salido a correr. You know, she was the kind of person that loved to go on jogs and runs. And, you know, that was her little, you know, hobby. So that was something that everyone knew that she enjoyed doing. So ellos pensaron que she was doing that and that she would, you know, come back home.
Pero después de investigar, se dieron cuenta que también los tenis de Aisha que ella usaba para correr todavía estaban allí. So it didn't make sense that she was on the run, especially since the, you know, terrain outside was very rocky and cactus-like. So it's not comfortable to just go on your bare feet.
Yeah. Like if that is the way that the outside is described, to go outside with no shoes is like basically just like an automatic no.
Yeah, it sounds painful.
Yeah, entonces ya que they realized that she probably wasn't on a run, that's when, you know, panic starts to settle in and like the question, where is Mónica?
Su tío Rosendo Carrasco cree que tal vez Mónica se había desorientado debido a su medicación. And that, you know, she just kind of left off wondering until she reached the Highway 17 y que a lo mejor aceptó que la llevaran for a ride or something.
I mean, yeah, I guess this could be a valid possibility. Like the uncle está diciendo esto and like maybe he's trying to make sense of it, you know, when like you also don't feel clueless, you want to make sense of it.
Right, yeah.
Pero también like this is a very specific assumption, very specific. Like this happened and then it led her to Highway 17 and, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't know how I feel about it.
But I think he was saying that, like, he believes that she took a ride from a motorcyclist. So I think that's why it was like, well, why I don't know. When you think of a ride, that's not the first thing you think about. You think about a car.
Car.
So that's
very specific.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe he was just using imagination or just...
Yeah,
I
like now
don't
that the more I think about it, like you would just say she took a ride.
Right, yeah.
You don't say she took a ride from a car.
Or from a motorcycle.
Yeah, like it's just, you just say she took a ride.
Yeah, she left. That's what you need to know.
But then I don't know, because you have to be specific. But he didn't see this, right?
No, this is just him like assuming.
It's a little odd.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, unos creen que Mónica se fue de la casa porque iba a reunirse con alguien que había conocido por internet.
Y esto me da escalofrío. Like, I can't stop thinking of what happened to her. I don't know. Like, imagine if she did meet up someone at that night and then she just never comes back home.
And like that is so, como se dice, normal nowadays to like talk to someone online. You know, people do blind dates, like, or just meeting someone for friendship. And I mean, it's very possible.
You don't think about it when you're doing it, but then like when you hear it, you're like, yeah, that doesn't sound very safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there is endless possibilities in this case. And that's the scary part.
Monica has been missing since October 1st, 2003. It's now been over 20 years y su familia todavía tiene muchas preguntas. Todavía no saben nada de Mónica, and they still want her to come home.
Vamos a dar una descripción de Mónica por si alguien sabe algo de ella. So this case did take place in Balmore, Texas. So this is the setting. Y como dijimos, Mónica was 16 years old. Today, in present day, if she's still alive, she would be 35. She is white Hispanic. And she's 5'5", and she weighs around 100 to 116 pounds. And she was last seen with a beige nightgown.
So, esta historia pasó en Balmore, Texas. Mónica tenía 16 años cuando ella desapareció y hoy tiene 35 años. Ella es americana hispana, de altura es 5'5" y pesa entre 100 a 116 libras y fue vista por última vez con un camisón beige. And so we will be including a picture of Monica Carrasco on our social media. So we always ask you to share these cases, the ones that are missing.
Yeah.
Because, this is time sensitive. Like, she's been missing for so long. So if we can get her picture out there and, like, have people share it and you just never know, like, let's take that chance.
Yeah. I second everything Steph said, sorry. I blanked out. But no, yeah, like what we say, it's really important to speak on these cases. And despite the years, families still deserve to know what happened. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. Again, if you have any requests, please send them over our way. You can find us on Instagram at Cuento Crimen Podcast, Twitter at Cuento Crimen Pod. Sorry, y'all, we don't really know how to end. But yeah, we will see you all next week.